Hey everyone, Dan and Leslie back for another Disney dining review.
Today we are headed over to Epcot to La Cava del Tequila. Best way to rope drop Epcot.
I have been looking forward to this dining review for quite some time. It is small in there, and it is a little bit hard to get into if you are wanting to sit down at the table. Now they have a couple of standing tables that you can generally squeeze in. You can go up to the bar and take something to go, not a problem. But we are gonna get there early today. They open at 11. We're gonna try to get there right at 11, see how that goes, and see if we can get a table relatively quickly.
Yeah, so fingers crossed. There are not a lot of food options here, but the drinks, at least every single time we've had them, are fantastic.
The drinks are solid. This is the home to one of my favorite old fashions on property. Definitely top 5, maybe top 3, probably top 3. It is not a traditional old fashioned. It's got all kinds of different liquors in there, but I'm excited to get the corn old fashioned here one more time. And I think we're gonna probably get the trio.
Oh,
yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, you don't go and sit down and not get the trio. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Well, it is pretty early on. We have drunk a cup of coffee, and that's about it for the day. So we need to get over here so we can get in line.
And queso.
Yes, that is gonna be our breakfast today. Are you ready to go check out La Cava del Tequila?
I am. Breakfast of Champions.
Let's do this. Alright, we have arrived. It is a very small space in here, so we got here a little after 11. They opened at 11. They immediately set everybody that was waiting, and we were next in line. So we had to wait about 30-35 minutes for a table. It's also very loud in here because it is such a small space. We have got some standing room tables over here. We have got some seating tables here, and that's really what you have to wait for. You can walk up anytime and just get in line at the bar. We ordered one small bite, so it is the trio. This is $25, and they have expanded this thing. It looks much bigger than it used to. I mean, you always got a decent sized bowl of queso and guacamole and 2 salsas with these chips, but it looks even bigger than it used to. We each got drinks. I ordered the corn old fashioned, which I always get here. It is definitely top 5 old fashions that I've had on Disney property. Definitely top 5, maybe even top 3.
I'm gonna try the first bite. I tell you, this trio is just perfection, especially when you pair it with one of their fabulous drinks. I got the Crystal Inferno. I've not ever had that before. It actually was made in collaboration with Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. So I'm excited to try that. It's one of their signature cocktails. It's got like mezcal and like a clarified something. Anyway, I'll figure it out and I'll explain it better whenever it comes. This is the Crystal Inferno. It is mezcal, orange liqueur, a clarified lemon juice, and then nectar. That's really delightful. That is a very good drink. It's like smoky, but it's got a little kick to it, but it also has some sweetness. Nice mix there. Ooh, I like that.
This is the corn old fashioned. Oh man, it's so good. Not only does it have the one large crystal clear hue, but it has got corn whiskey, mezcal, dark rum, Irish whiskey, corn liqueur, Row 94 bourbon, and bitters. That's crazy. Cheers.
All right, that was a Breakfast of Champions if I've ever seen one. So, thank you to Laura and her friends for saying hi as they left. That was so nice to meet you guys. And we are gonna finish this up and let you know our results at home.
All right, we are
back.
Before we get into this, if you're looking to plan your next magical vacation, please reach out to us over at Fantastical Vacations. We plan Disney destinations, Universal cruise lines, and all-inclusive resorts.
Side note, after we went to Cava del Tequila, we had taken Jennings and a friend of his to Epcot just to hang out for a bit because they go back to school next week, so it's kind of their last free week of summer. So we were looking for a place to just kind of post up and do some work, and we went over to the Rose and Crown, and we were just gonna pop in and get a little air conditioning, and apparently Rose and Crown dining room is now a lounge. Walk in, seat yourself until 3 p.m. daily, which is really nice because you can just walk in, grab some fish and chips or a water or whatever, just walk in, sit down in the air conditioning, and they've got a piano player that comes in and plays once an hour. Really, really nice.
If I knew this, I had completely forgotten it. So it was lovely. It was a lovely surprise, and we posted up there for a little bit.
Well,
so
it has to be relatively recently because the bartender said like, hey, this is just
That's true. That's
changed
true.
over, and now we are a lounge.
So sometime in the it probably happened while we were in Europe. All right, well, let's get into this dining review because I love Cava del Tequila. So our plan worked pretty well. We ran a little bit late, so we got there about 11:10, 11:15-ish, and they had just sat the entire restaurant, and so they didn't have any tables. So we had to wait about 30 minutes for somebody to cash out and give up their table, basically. So
by the entire restaurant, that is 5 or 6 tables of 2 to 4 people, depending on how they move them in there, and then one kind of larger table in the corner for 6 or 8. So it's not many.
Yeah, it's pretty tiny.
It's pretty small.
So that's why it is best if you definitely want to do this, try to get there early because that's usually the best time to go. Ambiance and theming, because it's small and because there's not a lot of soft goods in there, it is fairly loud. I mean, everybody's talking, and so it just is kind of overstimulating in there and kind of tight quarters. So they get a little bit docked for that. However, the theming in there is very nice. So we gave it a 3.5.
I love this place. It is no longer the hidden secret or anything like that. A lot of people come here. There were people that were obviously rope dropping this thing like we intended to, but we were just a little bit late to do that. And that's a solid plan because if you go in the afternoons into the evenings, you could be waiting for an hour or more for a table in there. If you just want to pop in and grab something and go, it's not a problem. You just wait in the little stanchion line and that's not a problem at all. But this is a fantastic place because it's air conditioning. It's in the Pyramid of Mexico, and it's just off to the side. And I love that little, I like the theming of not only just La Cava, but the whole courtyard, which, is outside of the restaurant, bar, lounge, whatever you want to call it. I really enjoy it in there. Okay. Let's talk service. So our server was fantastic. We've actually always had really good servers in Cava del Tequila. Now, temper that with they're trying to get people in and out as quickly as possible, so they're not just gonna stand there and talk to you forever, but they're nice and they're attentive and they do check on you frequently.
Yes, they do, and gave great suggestions and asked if we needed anything else. Just really was pleasant. So we gave him a 4.
Let's talk drinks. So I got my core and old fashions, and it was spectacular, just like it always is. 1 large cube, crystal clear ice cube, and then it has all of these different liquors in there. So you got mezcal, you got bourbon, you got Irish whiskey. There's a few more things in there, and it just comes together to make a really, really nice old fashioned. It's pretty well balanced usually. It was great. Again, one of my top 5 for sure old fashions on property, maybe top 3.
Yeah, and then I got something that I've never tried before. I think it was called the Crystal Inferno, and it was made in collaboration with Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. So I thought that was kind of cool. But the drink itself intrigued me just in reading the description because it was mezcal, some orange liqueur, a clarified lemon juice, and then some nectar. And so it came out clear as water. I mean, crystal clear. And then they had a silver ice ball basically in there to keep it cold. It had some very unique flavors with the mezcal, the smokiness and the sweetness, and then the little bit of spicy there was a pepper on the side of the glass. So I really, really enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, so we gave drinks here a 5. Their beverage program is top notch. They've got a whole list of margaritas, all kinds of margaritas. You can get the avocado margarita here. You can get all kinds of margaritas, but then their specialty cocktails are really, really well thought out. They've got a margarita that they did in collaboration with Neil Patrick Harris on the menu in there. So it's just really, really well done. Their beverage program is like,
it's top notch.
It's next level. So 5 for drinks.
Yes. All right, food. Well, okay, so there's not much selection, like I said previously. So literally you can basically get chips and some dip. You can choose like a dip or you can do the trio. And that's basically your choices. So we did the trio, which comes with queso. It's like a white, really nice, creamy, liquidy cheese that's just glorious, the guacamole, and then the salsa. So that's what we got, and it was fantastic as usual.
The salsa, there's 2 salsas, and then the chips, like I thought we wouldn't have enough chips for all of this dip, but they will refill the chips however much you want. So even when we were ready to pay and all the dips were gone, we had a couple of chips left. He's like, "Hey, do you want some more chips? Might as well." I'm like, "Oh, I think we're done. I think we're gonna continue on, but thank you." So yeah, I mean, you can just keep getting chips, and that's fantastic. Now it is $25 for the trio, which may be a little bit pricey for salsa, guacamole, queso, and chips. But at the same time, it really is fantastic. Definitely shareable for 2 people, probably more. But we usually get that for us, and that was breakfast and kind of an early lunch. So I thought it was great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So while the menu is quite small, what they do is very well. So we gave it a 4, but just keep in mind that literally that is your only option on the menu. So it's not like there are more options to be had.
Yeah, we brought it down from 5 because of selection, but it is a 4 because there's some good chips and dips.
They do some good. It's a good job.
So if you add all of that up, it is a 4.125 when you divide by 4. And I think that is right on for this lounge. Not my favorite lounge on property, but amazing beverages. Definitely a solid option. And especially in the World Showcase, like there's not that many just lounge spots that you can go in and have a snack, have an excellent cocktail, very, very nice cocktail, whether it's margaritas or a craft cocktail. It's really, really well done.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. All right. Well, if you are liking these videos, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.
And we will see you on the next video.